What's up, Strapya fans? It's Sweaty from Strapya-World. We just got our new gyoza maker from Takara Tomy today, and if you're anything like me, you definitely cannot read these Japanese instructions on how to make gyoza. So we're going to give you a little tutorial on gyoza, and of course, if anything I say on this video is unclear or difficult to understand still, go ahead and contact Saya at Strapya-World.com. That's going to be Saya at Strapya.com, and she will be able to help you translate these impossible to read directions if you don't know Japanese. Now, we're going to start out with the basic ingredients for making gyoza, and these can vary depending on the recipe you have. But what we're going with today is, this is Napa cabbage, and it's about a bowl full. And we've got about half a bowl of diced onions, and you're going to want to squeeze all the fluids and the liquids out of these various vegetables and things we're going to put in here. Then we've got a couple bowls full of chives here, and then this is a pork and beef mixture, and that's going to be basically setting off all the flavor there for you. And then last but not least is a mixture of garlic and ginger that you're just going to put right in with the mixture as well. So those are the basic ingredients for making gyoza, and we're going to have Papa Fuge come in here and show you how it's done. So what we're doing here is we're going to complete the entire mixture. Now we're pouring the Napa cabbage into the mix along with the chives and the onions. And if you don't know what Napa cabbage is, you can find it at any Asian food mart or organic grocery store or like a Whole Foods store, anywhere basically that's not Walmart. Now we've got the mixture poured into the bowl. In goes the garlic and ginger. A little egg in there. It's going to be awesome. A little salt. Salt always adds a little extra flavor to the meal. Pepper. A little Chinese sake to add in there. That's an optional ingredient, obviously. Some vegetable oil. Soy. And that's your entire mixture there. And you're going to just mix it up. You can use a spoon if you want. You don't have to use your hands. Papa Fuge is a gyoza master, so he likes to be really hands-on with his creations. Alright, now we're ready to get down to the fun part. What you're going to do is you're going to get your pre-made gyoza. You will set it on there, and you don't really want it to be halfway. You want some extra room on the side here for when you go to press it. It fits in there nicely like that. Now, take a scoop of your gyoza mixture. Now, you don't want entirely way too much like that. So what you can do is kind of shave off the excess around the edges, because it won't seal correctly if you have too much in there. And you can just kind of drop it in there like that. And you're going to want to put a little bit of water, and when we say a little bit of water, a very small amount of water. And then from here you press it. Hold it for a few seconds. It says 10 seconds, but and we have a perfectly made gyoza.
Okay, Sweaty can't really cook, and I don't really trust him with my stove and everything, this entire kitchen set. So I'm gonna be the closer. I'm gonna cook the gyoza for you. Okay, here's a couple of the gyozas we've made with the gyoza maker right here. And what you want to do is put a little bit of sesame oil, which you can find at, you know, Asian market, Whole Foods. Now, I know the stoves work differently compared to America and Japan. Either way, just put it on low. Not too much flames, just enough for the plate to be hot. And make sure your plate is hot enough for everything to be cooked. And once it's ready to go, you put the gyozas directly onto the pan. I think it's easier using your hand. Now make sure you don't burn your hands, because we at Strapya-World cannot be responsible if you burn your hand. Okay, since we're using a really tiny pan, I'm just going to go ahead and put 3 of them. And it's always a good idea to leave your gyoza on the pan for about anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. And you do not need to cook both sides, but I would, because you know, you can never be too safe when you're dealing with meat. So, I'm gonna go ahead and leave these on the plate for the next couple of minutes, and they're gonna be, once they're ready to go, I'm gonna show you the next step. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, and I cooked both sides of the gyoza to make sure it's already cooked. Now, to finish it all off, what you want to do is put a little bit of warm water. Make sure the water is warm, not like regular cold tap water. Make sure you heat it up, and you put about half a plate worth of water, a little bit more. The reason I want to do this is to make sure I put the top on, and I'm just going to make sure the whole gyoza gets steamed to make sure everything gets cooked. Now, this will take about 3 minutes, and once it's ready to go, we can finally eat our gyoza. Yeah! Okay, it's been about 3 minutes, so I'm going to turn off the heat, put the cover off, and all the excessive water that's still left in the pan, you want to dump it out. Now, you really have to make sure you don't put the gyoza out of the pan, so you're going to dump the water real carefully. Okay, so here we have our gyoza, and now since, even though it's steamed, it's all good to go. Gyoza is best when it's dry. So what you want to do is you kind of want to, put it under fire for a little bit more, and make sure your gyoza is dry and good to go. So we are right now about 45 seconds away from completing our first gyoza we've ever made with our gyoza maker.
Now it's time for the best part. We're going to test out our creation here. And this unsuspecting gyoza here. Now this is a combination of soy sauce, vinegar, and spicy oil. That's kind of what I was hoping for. Alright, now you want to get a good coating of this on here, and Ciao, mai. 以上です。